The new Apple Watch Series 4 is here. Wondering if you should upgrade or finally break down and buy one? I'm Erin from TechGadgetsCanada.com, and here's what you need to know. The Series 4 Apple Watch has been redesigned and it does look quite different. It's now bigger, and that's both when it comes to the smaller version and the larger version. Where the Series 3 sizes were 38mm and 42mm, now the small one is 40mm and the larger size is 44mm. There's also more screen real estate on the 4 and less bezel. Apple's made the screen bigger overall so everything's easier to see. The Series 4 has softer edges and it's more rounded at the corners, taking advantage of more screen real estate. There's also some sexy new animated watch faces too. The speaker is 50% louder now too, meaning if you like to take calls on your watch, you can hear better. There's also haptic feedback in the digital crown, so it feels more responsive if you're scrolling through something. And speaking of that digital crown, the red accent that denotes the cellular-enabled watches has also been toned down from a bright red spot on the side to a subtle red edge. There's also now more memory if you want to store music on the watch for those long runs. You'll now get up to 16 gigabytes, up from the Series 3's 8 gigabytes. And one of the big improvements to the watch is also that health tracking and health monitoring. The Series 4 watch has added a glass back, and so that takes the heart rate sensor that was on the Series 3 to a whole other level, adding the ability to perform an EKG or an ECG. Now, while this feature is not yet available in Canada, one can hope it's coming soon via a software update. With watchOS 5, Apple Watch has improved its fitness and workout detection. Yoga and hiking are now dedicated workout types, and you're supposed to be able to accurately track the active calories burned and your exercise minutes. Fall detection is also a biggie on this watch, and if you ask me, that combined with the ECG will make this a must-have for seniors. An accelerometer and a gyroscope inside the watch can detect if you take a hard fall and then if you don't move afterwards. If you don't respond to vibrations or alarms or alerts from the watch, it's going to dial emergency services for you. Now, when you turn this feature on, the watch is going to take note, or give you a note, I should say, that more active types may inadvertently set this off. Now, I tried my best to fake a hard fall, and I couldn't set it off even once, so maybe that's not something you have to worry too much about. To turn fall detection on or off, open the Apple Watch app on your iPhone, then look for Emergency SOS. Click into it and toggle the fall detection feature either on or off. The battery life on the Apple Watch has been a constant complaint, and in all honesty, that may be its biggest detraction. While competitors like Samsung have about 3 or 4 days of battery life in their watches, depending on the size you have, the Apple Watch only gets about 18 to 24 hours, meaning you'll still need to take it off to charge either while you're sleeping or showering, though it is water resistant to 50 meters, making it swim proof, and that's about the same as the Series 3 watch. Now, these changes might seem incremental to some, but there is some big stuff here. I personally think that seniors should all have an Apple Watch on to keep them connected in case of a fall, a drop or an increase in heart rate, and the potentially coming soon ability for that on-band ECG. Now, when it comes to aesthetics, the Series 4 watch is gorgeous. I love the redesign, from the bigger face to the lower profile, the haptic crown, and the softly rounded edges. Of course, being able to make and receive calls, get and respond to texts and emails, plus all the health tracking features and the reminders like that Breathe app, and getting those little nudges to stand during the day, all combine to create a watch that I really, really love. Now, if there are some downsides, yes, it's the battery life, hands down. The price is also significant for many, but if you're immersed in the Apple ecosystem and you've got the funds, you're definitely going to love the Apple Watch Series 4. So if you have the Series 3, should you trade up? I'd say at this point, it's mostly the aesthetics upgrades compared to what you already have, though that fall detection feature and the, yes, coming soon ECG feature might make it a worthwhile investment for some in the future. Now, when it comes to price, the base watch is $399. If you want the version with GPS and cellular, it's $499. If you want to read more about the new Apple Watch Series 4, head over to TechGadgetsCanada.com. I have a full blog there, and you can post any questions you have either there on the blog or, of course, here on the YouTube channel. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please hit that like button and consider subscribing, since it does help me keep making more videos that I hope everyone out there can watch, enjoy, and learn from. I'm Erin. You can catch me on Twitter or Instagram until the next time. I'm at ErinLYYC.